Speaking of stalkers, can we talk about your stalker or whatever?
I can't tell who you're pointing at.
Whatever
you pointing at me?
No, her.
Oh.
I mean, I guess we can.
Okay, because this stalker
attention.
was actually crazy.
This is like a whole podcast episode, I feel like. Though.
No.
Well, she should be here to tell it, too, I feel like.
Who?
Well, she's not here today.
Whoa.
So
Whoa.
Was it your sister?
Whoa. Time out.
Really?
Time out.
JC.
it's a real stalker.
You guys actually have a real stalker story that you never told us?
Yeah.
It just, never came up in conversation?
It was years of stalking, too.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah. So I think you should continue.
I need to get some popcorn.
No, I feel like would your sister come on and say it?
Yeah.
No. We need to talk about it now.
I feel like it would be better if her sister came on, right?
No. Nope.
Yeah, let's talk about it now.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Really?
Okay, I'm going to try to make it super quick.
I can't
because
believe
there's
Wait,
just no
I got
difference.
it. You just impersonate your sister right now.
Oh, perfect.
No.
We'll pretend you're her. Just talk
Okay, I'll
as
be
her.
the stalker.
Hey, JC.
Hey! No.
We're not acting it out.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit like main bullet points. Okay, so it happened whenever she was in 8th grade.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
But
It's
say
young.
the story as her. Like talk as her.
Like,
No,
I
I'm not
mean-
gonna say I.
Yeah, say I because it's way better for the
And
intro.
that'd be confusing because then I'm going to be like, is it Kenzie? Is it JC?
It's way better for the intro if you say I.
Oh, yeah, true. Say I.
So you're JC now.
Say I.
No.
Hi,
first.
JC.
Hi, JC.
Yeah, close your eyes and imagine JC
Do
now.
I
open
have
them.
to?
Yes, you have to. I'll get you a
I
name
don't
tag
know.
if you'd like.
Would your sister be upset if you did that?
No, she likes it
wouldn't-
when Kinsey
She
tries to
doesn't
act
watch
like
the
her.
podcast.
Oh, perfect. Okay, let's hear it. JC, tell me about your stalker.
Started when I was in 8th grade. Okay, I can't do it.
Yes, you
Oh.
can.
It started in 8th grade.
Okay.
Okay, and
You're getting it.
You sound just like JC. Keep going.
thank you. Okay, for Valentine's Day, there was a lion. So we were the Livingston Lions.
Yeah.
And there was a lion with like candy and chocolate. It was cute with a little note. And it was like, Happy Valentine's Day from your secret admirer on our front porch. Okay. So that was 8th grade. The same thing happens freshman year. And so she's like asking all these people in her grade, hey, is it you? Is it you? Like trying to figure out who her secret admirer is because this person is dedicated. It's 2 years in a row.
I mean,
That's crazy.
that's why they're called a secret admirer.
Okay.
Admire in secret.
That's kind of creepy.
That's kind of
now
a
that I think
stalker.
about it.
Yeah, I get
Very
it.
stalkerish.
So she's like accusing all these people, just joking around about it. And year 3 comes. She's now a sophomore. And she says, or it's Valentine's Day. And we have this little dog. His name was Coda. He's like literally this big, but he yaps at everything. Like a leaf could blow at the front door, and he's sprinting to the front door, and he's gonna start screaming his head off. Okay. Well, the night before Valentine's Day, everything is calm. We're
It was
having dinner.
Valentine's Eve.
It's Valentine's Eve, and
And
You
one,
distracted
why
me.
do you
You
even have to
can't-
say that?
yeah.
Yeah, you just messed everything up.
Oh,
Messed
sorry.
up her flow.
Sorry.
my
Yeah.
flow is all messed.
No, I'm actually like interested in this. Like, I'm
Me
not
too.
even-
Yeah,
very
keep going, keep going.
interested.
Well,
It's
I'm
like
only- I'm
one of
only
the few
hitting bullet
times I'm
points.
interested in a story on here, man.
Okay. Anyways, so sophomore year, this is the 3rd year in a row. Valentine's Eve, as Cash says. Everything is quiet. Nothing happens. We eat dinner. We go to bed. The next morning, JC walks
Okay, wait,
outside.
time out. Sorry, I really don't want to interrupt you. Nobody got that?
What?
It was Valentine's Eve. Everything was quiet.
And nothing happened.
No,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the
it was Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
and everything,
everything was
It's
quiet.
not
It's-
that funny.
I
Just
was-
keep
So
going.
far, this stalker story is way better than your stalker story.
What?
About Ray.
Our stalker story,
Yeah,
first of all.
thank you.
Okay, sorry, I'm not going to talk.
We're zipping. Go
Zip.
ahead.
Yeah.
Throw the key.
I can't do that.
You gotta keep the key.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so she wakes up and she sees this and she's like, "Oh my gosh, a 3rd year in a row! Like this guy really likes me. This is insane." Okay. We're gonna fast forward a whole nother year. Okay, so now she's a junior.
Oh
4
my
years?
gosh.
4 years.
Now she's a junior. Okay, and
Oh my.
I'm gonna try to hit all the bullet points, but I don't know if I'm gonna hit them all. Oh,
Hey,
the point
we
of me
got time.
saying
It's a podcast.
You have
We
time, yes. And
Okay.
I'm like interested.
the point of me talking about the dog was that sophomore year, whenever he did it at nighttime,
Yeah.
he like put this thing on the porch because early the next morning we started school at 7 a.m. So we had to leave at 6:30, and it was already there. But the dog never made a noise, which was creepy.
So he was sneaky.
That's
Did
weird.
Yeah.
he kill the dog?
No,
No,
the
the
dog
dog
was
was
still
still
alive.
there.
But it was just really creepy because that dog knew when somebody was at the front door all the
Oh
time.
my gosh.
And anyways, so junior year comes around, okay? And poor little Coda is dead now, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
But
Okay,
Um,
well.
yeah, that was a little
Rest in
morbid.
peace, Coda.
All right.
Anyways, so JC gets this follow request, and all of her friends have like sworn up and down. They're like, "No, JC, like we're not messing with you at all. Like this is
That is a funny
a
prank to pull
serious
on your friend
thing."
for 5
Yeah.
years.
That's crazy. 5 years.
so. Well, I think we're on year 4 now because it's her
4,
junior
yeah,
year. JC gets this follow request on Instagram, and it says like check your front yard or something like that. The Instagram name, and so she's like,
Oh.
"What the heck?"
The Instagram name is
Yeah.
Check Your Front Yard.
Yeah.
Stop.
What
And
the-
so
This
she like,
person made the account.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And so she walks
Oh,
outside and
that's
she's like,
scary.
"What is going on?"
That's actually
Wait,
terrifying.
hold on.
That's actually terrifying. Okay, wait, go.
So she's like, "This is kind of weird," but she like looks outside for the whatever she's looking for, and also it's Valentine's Day, okay, and it's after school.
Oh my gosh.
And so she goes back in the house. She's like, "Well, that was weird." My dad comes back in like 2 hours later and is like, "Hey, there's like a little toy truck in the yard and I almost hit it, but there's a note on it and it says JC." And then like within like
toy truck?
seconds, yeah, a toy truck. Within seconds, JC gets a DM from that Instagram and it says, "Hurry, it's about to rain." And so she's like, "What the heck?" So she walks outside to this toy truck and it starts sprinkling, which is freaking crazy. And she picks it up and she's not standing there though, because she's like, "Somebody is watching me right now." So
That
she
is
like
so
takes
scary.
it inside and she like checks it out. She's like, "Are there cameras on this thing? This is insane." But she opens the little note and it's like, "Your secret admirer, I love you, blah, 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 blah." And it says, "Sorry, this will be like the last year that you get a note." And she was like, "Okay, that's freaking weird, but all right." So another year goes by. Now she's a senior, okay?
Going on 5 years.
Going on 5 years.
Oh
Dude,
my
by this
gosh.
year, I'd have to be staked out at like 4 a.m. outside the house
Yes.
waiting on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Eve would be my favorite holiday.
Dude, me and my boys be like all in tree stands like waiting.
Bogey and ban. The
So-
toy truck is arriving. Truck is in yard.
So her senior year gets another one. And it says something like, "I've loved you forever. You'll always be my favorite girl," or something weird like that. And it says like "I'll see you never," or like this is for real, like this is it. That's the last
Oh
one.
my
This is
gosh.
insane.
Yeah. So what is that? Year 5?
Oh my gosh.
So she goes to college the next year. And she's like, "Okay, well, nothing is going to happen, right?"
Yeah.
And she comes back home from College Station because she went to A&M like frequently to see family, you know. And one time she was in town, and that same Instagram handle DM'd her again.
Oh
And-
my gosh.
Check your front yard.
No,
Oh.
it wasn't Valentine's Day anymore. Okay, and it says like, what'd it say? "Please meet me at whatever the church name was. I'd really love to meet you. Blah 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 blah."
Did she do it?
Well, she shows me and my
Yeah.
mom, and my mom's like, "Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to meet you, they can meet you at our church on Sunday where your family is,
Yeah.
and like we know you're safe, and like nothing, like even if this is just like crush, it's kind of weird that they haven't said anything about
Yeah.
it."
Mhm.
So we go to our church that morning, okay? And JC walks in, sits down. We're all like sitting there, and this really, really tall guy. Wait, I don't know if I should like describe.
It's
him.
fine.
No,
It's fine.
it's fine.
He's like slender man, tall and
Oh my
skinny, and just
gosh.
like just kind of looks interesting. But
Mhm.
comes and sits next to her, and she's like, "Okay," doesn't think twice about it. And then after the service, he like looks at her, doesn't say a word, just like stares at her, and she's like, "Can I help you?" And he was like, "My name is blah blah blah," and she was like, "Oh, okay, nice to meet you. Like, I'm glad you're at church." And he was like, "I've been sending you all these messages and stuff."
Oh.
She has no clue who this guy is. And she's like, "Oh, okay, well, I appreciate that." And obviously not interested at all. This
Yeah.
guy's really creepy. And he doesn't say anything. He just kind of stares at her. And my dad is like
Weird.
losing his mind at the moment because he's like, "Who the heck is this dude? Like,
Yeah.
been messaging
Who's this
my
guy
dad?"
who's taller than me?
No, literally, this guy is like the size of the light.
That's
up there.
insane.
Not
That's
really, but
scary.
he was tall.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's time to leave. And he asked JC, he's like, would you like to go to lunch? And she's like, oh, yeah, I really appreciate that. But, like, we already had lunch plans.
Yeah.
Which
Oh
we
my
didn't.
gosh.
But
Yeah, I'm button.
Yeah.
so we leave. Everything is, oh, no, wait, not yet. We're about to leave, okay? And our youth pastor walks up to my mom and dad and pulls them aside. And it's like, hey, this is completely your business. Like, you can do what you want. I know, like, your daughter is, like, y'all's responsibility, and I have no say-so. But just as JC's old youth pastor, I would really like to, like, warn you a few things. Like, I've heard a few things about this guy, and it's not great. But, like, again, like, y'all know what y'all are doing. My dad was like, I have no clue who that kid is. Like, what are you talking about? So he goes on to say, well, I've heard some not so great things, but this family at the church has been housing him for a little while. Maybe you should talk to them. And so my dad's like, okay.
Oh my god.
Well, later on, they have a conversation with this couple at the church. And so this guy, we'll call him X. X has been staying at their house for a few years, okay? And he's about 4 or 5 years older than JC.
Wait, Slender Man is X.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And he's been staying at this couple's house. And he's been having, like, these mental episodes where he'll, like, look at things or, like, see things. Like, if the chair at the dinner table is, like, turned a certain way, he might think that that means something about the time of the day and that you might be sending him a message. Like, he's having, like, some mental episodes, okay? He's not all right in the head.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
And
It's like me.
they said
No, he's
one of the
not.
last straws for them was that one day, like, maybe there was, like, change on the table or something, and there, you know how people would write things on dollar bills?
Yeah.
And then they just get passed around. You don't know where it comes from. Well, apparently there was, like, something written on the dollar bill in the change section on the table,
Oh my
okay?
gosh.
And so the couple goes to sleep that night, and they wake up at, like, 3 in the morning, and X is, like, standing over the wife and
Oh
just,
my
like,
goodness.
staring at her in the middle of the night in their bedroom.
Oh my god.
And so the husband,
That's
like,
my
she, like,
hold on. That's my biggest nightmare.
That sounds
is
huge,
waking
dude.
up to someone just like.
yeah.
Oh,
That's like, dude, I feel like you're lucky to be alive. If
Yeah.
someone is standing
Yeah.
right there, that's terrifying.
that's scary.
So the
Absolutely
wife, like,
not.
shakes the husband up. She's like,
and
he's like, so he gets up and he's like, what are you doing in here? Like, this is, like, you're not allowed to come in this room. What are you doing? And then he, like, so seriously and honestly, like, is not trying to be rude at all. He's like, no, she told me to come in here. And she's like, no, I didn't. It's 3 in the morning. Like, go to bed. And he was like, no, I saw it on the change on the table. You told me to come in here at 3 a.m. And, like, he told them as if it was, like, a factual statement.
Oh my gosh.
And, like, why he thought all those things. And they were like, no. And so that was the last straw for them. Apparently there were other things that had happened before that, but that was it. So he got kicked out after that.
Oh.
Anyways, long story short, towards the end, JC apparently did meet this guy. So there's this thing called Tiny Tots basketball, which is like Little League basketball.
Yeah.
She
And-
made me literally.
My
Man,
no, 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 no.
tiny tots.
No. My little sister and brother are 4 years younger than us and 5 years younger than JC. And so they were in Tiny Tots basketball when JC was in 8th grade. So they're in like 4th grade and 5th grade. And he was a senior in high school and he was coaching them.
Oh my god.
And JC as an 8th grader and me as a 7th grader
So this
would go
guy's like 5 or
watch
6
them.
years older than JC.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Would go watch, obviously, our little brother and sister's Tiny Tots basketball game.
Oh.
And he, as the coach, I guess, was drawn towards JC as an 8th grader. I don't know.
That's
Oh,
So, yeah,
that's
so
my
that's when it all
gosh.
started. But, so JC would come into town every now and again, back to college, okay? After the whole church scenario thing happened, every time JC would come in from college, she would get either a DM message or some text message from a random phone number, or he would leave like notes in her mailbox. But every single message, it was like he was having a conversation with her that she had already responded to. Like he would start it off with, fine, we hunt, or like something like that. Like he was responding to something that she said. But she was
But
like,
she never texted him.
she's never texted him. But in his head, they're having conversations.
Oh.
But he always knew when she was back in town because he would only leave a message whenever she came back to town. And she lives 2.5 hours away at college. So she was like, oh, he has to have like a tracker on my car or something. And eventually JC got a different car, so that stopped happening. But not because of that. But not because of that. She just had to get a different car, so it stopped happening.
Dude, whoever bought that car is like, why do I keep getting these notes?
Wow,
But anyway,
so you think he actually had a tracker on the car?
He probably did.
Honestly,
Wow.
probably.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I'm not sure how much I can share about what my dad did, but this guy could not hold a job, and he kept having multiple different jobs.
X?
Yes,
Oh.
X. And so my dad, though, it's not a big town. Like, if you go eat dinner somewhere, you're going to see somebody as a waiter.
Right.
So he pulled this guy out of a restaurant one time and was basically like, if you touch my daughter again, like, there'll be consequences, but probably a lot other words and things were used. But
Yeah.
while this guy's at work, can you imagine, like, just being pulled out of the
That's
restaurant while you're
scary.
at work and being like,
Yeah.
what the? Anyway, so after that, he didn't really talk to JC too much, and because she had a different car, and he didn't really know where she was and when she was, but there were other people who had started filing police reports on him, and things just, like, got worse and worse. Like, technically, the police can't arrest you if you're on somebody's property delivering a pizza, obviously.
Right.
But they can't really arrest you if you, like, hold the door. But if you break in, then they can get you for breaking and entering. But if you don't actually touch somebody, then you can't be arrested for, like, cause of murder or, like,
Sure.
things like that. So things slowly started progressing for him, and he's, like, put himself in and out of mental institutions and everything, and that's pretty
Wow.
much it. man.
Oh my god.
Wait, so how did it end?
JC did get a restraining order on him, but he's still, like, in and out of mental institutions and everything. He doesn't ever talk to JC anymore, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
So is
Wow.
he still in like the hometown though?
Mhm.
Wow.
so he still lives in the hometown with JC?
No. Because
Yeah.
JC. Oh, JC lives there now.
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh,
my
my goodness.
Yeah.
So this guy is like, he's just always there.
Mhm.
That's terrifying.
At least she has a
Yeah.
husband
Oh.
now.
Yeah.
That's really scary.
That's terrifying.
Yep.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, I just can't wrap my mind around that.
That was one of the most interesting stories that we've ever told on this podcast, and I don't know how you guys
I
just
know
now
the
brought
reti-
this up.
I know the retention rate will
There's
probably
so
be
much
high.
I'm leaving out too. It's just not enough time.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I don't know how you guys just now brought this up. Like, you guys haven't even told me this ever off the podcast.
I know. I like this is never.
and this is
come up
like
in
the first thing I
conversation.
would tell people.
My
I have
sister-
actually lots of stories.
Wow.
I just never tell them.